Hey everyone, this is David Pike, the Motorcity Mechanic. Now today's video is another one in a series of videos we're doing related to the new 2018 and beyond Jeep Wrangler JL body style. This particular video, I'm going to show you step by step what you need to know when it comes time to remove and replace your grille. Now the first step to get into all the fasteners on the front grille is to release the hood latches and open the hood. Now with the hood open, we've now got access to the main fasteners that keep the grille in place. Now the upper portion of the grille attaches to the radiator support with a total of 6 reusable plastic fasteners. Now the fasteners are a two-piece design. You've got the outer body that actually gets inserted to a hole that's slightly larger in diameter than the bore of its shaft. Then you get the centerpiece that's inserted into the center. As you insert it, what it does, it actually expands it as it is pressed further down. Being that it's already in a tight hole to begin with, at that point it gets even tighter. At this point it becomes a reusable plastic rivet. Now to release it, you've got to pull the center section out. Now if you've watched my videos before, you already know that trim sticks are a must-have tool. Now I've got an assortment of plastic ones laid out here. And plastic's great for interior work, for removing different trim panels and different types of fasteners. But they don't hold up too well to what we're going to be doing on the exterior of the vehicle. So that's when we need to go over to metal. Now just like the plastic ones, the metal versions come in a variety of different shapes and sizes depending on what you're going to be using for. You've got some different angled ones, you've got different widths, different tips, and you've got some narrow ones as well. You can get an assortment like this from places like Harbor Freight from anywhere from $10 to $15. So make sure you add this to your collection. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use one of these metal ones to help us remove those plastic retainers for that front grille. So grab that one metal trim stick that I showed you earlier that has a small cutout in it. Get in between the center portion and the outer portion and just kind of work it in there and kind of pry up as you go. Now sometimes you can remove them both at the same time, but usually the centerpiece will come out first. But if you get to that point where you feel it click, at that point you can grab the bottom piece and lift up on it as well. But worst case scenario, if you need to, you pull the centerpiece out and then you work on the bottom piece and pull it out as well. Now if these plastic fasteners have been on the vehicle for a long time, usually what happens is dust and dirt gets in there and they get a little bit hard to remove. And it doesn't hurt to give a little squirt of WD-40 on there so that when you do finally get it started moving, that WD-40 soaks in there and it helps to remove it. And it also helps to reinstall it. So like I mentioned, if you need to, give it a squirt. Grab your tool. Start working on prying it off. So we're just going to continue the process till we've got all 6 removed all the way down the line. Now one of the biggest difference between this body style and the previous body styles is that we don't have any park or running lights located here. So we don't have to deal with a lamp assembly or a connector. All we're dealing with is the grille. And all we got to do at this point is grab it in certain places and unsnap it and remove it from the vehicle. Now that we've got all the fasteners taken loose along the top edge, we can start work on leaning the grille forward. We've got some metal snaps along the perimeter. Like I mentioned, no electrical wires to deal with, but we got a metal snap about this location and the same thing on the opposite side, and then we've got some along the bottom we need to work with. So grab the top edge and start leaning it towards the front of the vehicle. And as you lean it, get your hands on one side and start unsnapping it. And kind of work your way along the bottom and just keep working it down the line until you've got that last metal snap released. Now if you look on the back side of the grille, you can actually see these metal clips. That's what we're working against. That's what we're pulling to try to release. Let me show you what they slide into on the vehicle. So if you look real close, you can see the little slots that the metal clips actually engage in. That's what you're lining up with, and that's what you're pulling loose when you're trying to remove the grill. So that's what you need to keep in mind when you're going back with everything, that everything lines up as it needs to, and when you go back, you can get some gentle pushes to snap them all in. So at this point, we're ready to install a replacement unit, or if we took this off for some other repair, it's ready to go back in place. But like I said, you're going to wiggle it around till you start feeling everything line up. Once you do, start giving it some gentle pushes till they start snapping in, and work your way around the perimeter until you hear everything snap in. You'll also notice along the top edge that the holes will start lining up. Also, pay attention to the gaps around the headlamps. Once they start equaling out and there's no big gaps, you should have everything in place. But it doesn't hurt to go around the perimeter and double check. And now we're on to installing those 6 reusable plastic push pins. So grab the outer portion of that plastic retainer, push it down till it's flush. Grab your centerpiece, line it up, and then press it down till it's flush with the outer piece. Now all you got to do is repeat this 5 more times. So that's it. We've snapped it all in place. We've got the fasteners along top edge. The grill is installed. This procedure is done. All we've got left to do now is shut the hood and wipe everything off with possibly a microfiber towel so we don't have any residue from the WD-40 or our handprints on anything, so everything looks nice and clean before we give it back to the customer. So if you liked the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up on YouTube, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you need to drop me a line, you can email me at david@motorcitymechanic.com. If you feel the need to put something in the mail, I've got a P.O. box. That's Motorcity Mechanic, P.O. Box 240, Grovetown, Georgia 30813. Also, if you like to shop on Amazon, please make sure to click on the link that's in the description below this video. And any purchases that you make will help support this channel. Thanks again, everybody, for watching.